So who is the go-to? Who are you guys?
Just a bunch of guys who just have a crazy passion for music, and we just want to show as many people as possible.
What's one venue you'd like to perform at?
I know this is a weird one, but Toad's Place. We've never played Toad's Place in New Haven, and we totally have the power to, but I would just love to play Toad's Place with like a band that I've just always admired.
Comcast Theater being hometown venue in Hartford, I mean, that would always be an awesome place to pack one day.
I'd have to say Mohegan Sun Arena, because that's always been one of my favorite places to play. I mean, to one day play, you know. I've always seen bands play there, and I've just been so jealous of them, you know.
The music video was crazy. We put a lot of planning behind it, so, fortunately everything went very smoothly. But, we got about 100 kids, and we filled up a house, and we just were like, let's party. And we kind of filmed the party, and it was a really cool escalation from stage one to the final point. And it's funny because the video actually had a lot more concept before we went to the editing process, but there was such everybody's having such a good time at the party that we just took all the party shots and really made that the brunt of the video, when we actually filmed a lot more interior shots. But we were just like, we captured such a moment and such like a fun time with that, with those live shots, that we were like, we got to make that the real focus of this video.
So how do your parents feel about your music and your success?
They're really supportive about everything. They've always been supportive about everything. And my parents have been in bands for my whole life, so they're kind of used to the whole music thing. But like, they're extremely supportive of what I'm doing and what the band is doing, and they let us practice whenever we want. They give us a place to stay whenever we want, so the other guys' parents, and it's awesome.
I've been interested in music ever since I can remember. My parents are both musicians. My mom's a guitar player, and my dad's a percussionist, and my brother and sister are both very talented musicians as well. So I guess I've just been surrounded by it my whole life, so I've always had an interest in it to some extent, but I never really got invested in it until I was like 14 or 13.
I don't really see a lot of people from back home. I mean, like, we do really put a lot of time into like this band and everything, so I mean, like, when we hang out with each other, I mean, like, we're pretty much our own friends and like working together to make this work.
What is cool about the Go-To is that I take influence from Austin and Alex. What I do is I actually record songs on an iPad, and I do 9-track demos, and it's like a real rough drum thing, and I do some guitar, and I do a couple vocal tracks, and I forward it to the guys, and then they listen to it, and then we get together in the next couple days, and we hash it out, and we play every little part, and we put it all together, and then once we have the live version of it, we go into our studio in Massachusetts, and they break it down even more, and we go into that, and it's a really cool process to hear it go from like just an acoustic guitar onto a demo to full band and then into a professional studio.
What's one thing you'd like to do if you became famous?
Definitely buy a new car, because mine sucks right now.
What kind of car would you get?
That's a tough one. I don't know. Probably a BMW. Start off.
Starting off. Okay.
Starting off, yeah. I gotta dream big here.
One thing I'd like to do is I'd like to have a nice home. That'd be awesome. Like, definitely a nice place to hang out and have a lot of family over and have a lot of friends.